Is it worth it? That's our Tuesday Tidbit series. And is it worth it, Grant?
Anytime you're watching Matt and Grant on the Tuesday Tidbit, that answer is always a yes. Well, happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to our brand new series, Is It Worth It?, where we're going to go over various parts of home owning, home managing, home selling, and ask the questions, is it worth it to do certain things? Today we're talking about remodeling your home. Is it worth it to remodel your home? Not a yes or no answer.
It's not. It's a depends answer. It's a very politically correct answer.
Yeah.
And it does depend. I'm going through a remodel myself right now, remodeling my kitchen. Typically, kitchens and bathrooms they're probably the most remodeled rooms.
Yeah.
They're also the most expensive to remodel. It's considered wet square footage. So you're talking appliances and toilets and fixtures and that just adds up. It becomes more expensive, but you get more bang for your buck in the long run too, because those really pop and they're usually centerpieces of the home. So I'm remodeling my house. I've been there for 10 years. The house was built 15 years ago, and I plan on being there for the next 10 years. So I want to enjoy the fruits of my labor and what I'm putting into it. And that's why I'm remodeling. I'm also updating my home, adding value. And there's other tax reasons that are a little more complicated based on the equity I have in my personal home that I've chosen to do that. Grant's going to take on a kitchen remodel as well.
Taking on a kitchen and bathrooms after that. And I think that in the time that we're in here, 2021, Central Oregon, if you're worried about the cost of the remodel and whether or not you're going to get the value out of it on the back end, whether it's relatively immediate or even years in the future, I'd want to put those concerns to rest. We see huge appreciation in this market over the next 10 to 20 years. It's actually a really important thing to do to kind of keep your home up to date, if not a full-scale remodel, with so you can have the ability to compete with homes that are on the market when you choose to sell. So by and large, I would say that in most cases, the answer is yes. The one caveat might be if you are going to be a pretty immediate seller. And that's where the answer probably tends to lean towards no, at least most of the time.
Yeah, and probably when we most often get asked the question, should we replace the carpet? Should we update the countertops before we list? And typically our answer is no. We think that in the majority of cases, that turns out to be a wash. What you put into it, you get out of it. So it makes sense to just pass those savings on to buyers, let them choose what, customize their options. They might have completely different tastes in what they want to do with the countertops or carpets or paint colors. So
if it's smaller things, maybe like
obviously touching up and positioning
touch-ups,
your
maybe
home.
some lighting, certain things like that, of course.
Yes.
But that's where you call us and we come over and we impart all this advice to your specific home.
Yeah, honestly. So if you are thinking not of buying or selling, but even just updating your home, let us come over, consult with you. The other thing you don't want to do is get too customized, go too far down a rabbit hole or a customization just for you or a hobby you may have, or something that affects resale and limiting that buyer pool when you go to sell. So we're happy to give you our advice of what we feel is the best money spent, where to put your money, what to do, and what not to do. So reach out to us. All our contact info can be found at buysellbend.com. Thanks for watching. And what is this going to be, a 3-part, 4-part series, 5-part series?
It may just go forever. I think it's a 5-part series.
A 5-part series.
We'll see you next week.
See ya. Hey, thanks so much for watching today's video. If you haven't already, make sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Our handles are shown here on the screen, and you can always find our contact information or more about us on www.buysellbend.com. Thanks.